Script: what if time started running backwards? This question comes from Daniel and from everyone who has ever spilled coffee on their shirt and wished they could hit rewind. So, what would actually happen if time itself started running backwards? At first, you might think this is great news. Your broken phone uncracks itself, your pizza reassembles into a whole pie, and that embarrassing text message you just sent never leaves your phone. Sounds perfect, right? Not so fast. Let's start small. Imagine you drop a glass of water. In reverse time, instead of shattering, the shards would leap off the floor, fuse together, and the water would splash back neatly into the cup. You'd clap your hands in amazement. But here's the problem: you never dropped it in the first place. In reverse time, you're the one pulling the cup upward, forcing it onto the counter. You aren't fixing mistakes, you're creating the mistakes that your future self will eventually undo. Confused already? Don't worry, it gets worse. If time is fully reversed, your body also runs backwards. That means instead of chewing food, you'd cough up chunks of sandwich, carefully place them back between 2 slices of bread, and store them neatly in the fridge. Your stomach would shrink, undigest, and eventually you'd spit an entire pizza into a cardboard box, still warm from the oven. Bon appetit. But biology isn't the weirdest part. Memory is. In forward time, we remember the past and guess the future. In reverse time, you'd remember things that haven't happened yet. You'd know tomorrow's lottery numbers, but only until the clock ticks backwards past the moment you bought the ticket. Then, poof, you forget them. You would never plan anything because your plans are already predetermined in the wrong direction. Basically, free will goes out the window, backwards. Now let's scale this up. Airplanes would land tail first on the runway, accelerate backward into the sky, and vomit passengers into airports who then pay thousands of dollars for the privilege of traveling back to their hometowns. Babies would crawl into the hospital and return into their mothers, who would then... Let's not describe that part in detail. But yes, the human population eventually collapses into exactly 2 people, Adam and Eve, who vanish into an apple tree. Technology also gets strange. Instead of charging your phone charges you, draining energy from your fingers. Instead of mining Bitcoin, miners donate digital coins back into the internet until all currency rewinds into that very first pizza purchased in 2010. Congratulations, we've all been working backwards to deliver one guy his pepperoni slice. What about physics? Entropy, the tendency of the universe to become more chaotic, would decrease. Broken eggs unbreak, fires unburn. Your messy bedroom folds its own laundry. Every teenager's dream. But this also means stars would unexplode, galaxies would collapse into tighter and tighter knots, and the universe itself would shrink until it became an impossibly dense ball, smaller than a pea. And then, the Big Bang plays in reverse, the Big Crunch. Except from our point of view, it wouldn't feel like an ending. It would feel like the beginning. In fact, maybe we're already living backwards right now, marching toward a cosmic rewind. Maybe déjà vu isn't just a glitch. It's your brain peeking at events it already remembers from the future. So, what's the final verdict? If time ran backwards, life wouldn't be a paradise of second chances. It would be a confusing nightmare of uneating, unliving, and unexisting. Every love story would end with strangers awkwardly unmeeting. Every birthday party would finish with a crying baby being sucked into a cake. And eventually, the universe would reverse itself into silence. On the bright side, though, you'd never grow old. You'd just get younger day by day until you vanished back into nothing. Which, let's be honest, sounds like the perfect skincare routine, so maybe... Let's leave time moving forward, mistakes, heartbreaks and all, because the alternative is one giant cosmic rewind button that none of us really want to press.